Hello YouTube, Jason here. How you doing? Hey, just thought I'd go through a magazine that I had, which has come from the UK from 1997. Um, Here it is here, and you can see the cover art there as well. Just thought I'd go through it and show you what was in it in 1997. It is Sega Saturn, and it's their official magazine. So it, we all know Sega Saturn didn't last very long, so it's quite hard to find power reach and stuff on it. Of course, Japanese, there's a lot of it out there because it was quite successful quite a long time over there. So yeah, I just sort of clicked through the magazine. What I've done is I've tried to do it a different format from what I've done in the past because the downwards camera just doesn't give you the quality of the artwork and you can't really read the descriptions and so forth in it. So yeah, I thought I'd just go through it and I can zoom in, which means you'll lose percentage of the magazine, but you know, it's I'll do that as we go through it because I've got it in a scrolling system. Um, because you can only scan one page and then the next page and so forth. And I will say halfway through it, there was a bit of a boo boo with the scanner and it stretched out a page, but that's all right. We'll just carry on through it. And also, I dropped out a page as well, mainly because it was just such a bland, boring page in the magazine. So this magazine was published in the UK, um, and I do actually remember it being for sale here in New Zealand in the retail stores here. Um, of course, magazines are very expensive here, so it was only £2.75. So here that would have been about $12, which would have been a lot of money back in 1997. Yeah, so without ado, let's get into it. That's the title page, and of course, I've scanned the PDF. I've scanned everything, including the crazy ads that are in it. As you can see, Saturday morning spots. Yep, selling Clearasil. Yeah, every teenager had that problem. So yeah, it's just into it, and I'll zoom in. I'll give you a little bit more clarity there. Um, Twix, big promotion for them. Yeah. Yeah, they were offering up a gaming challenge, so which was pretty cool. Of course, you can pause this and stop and read what you want. This is the contents page, I think it is, and yeah, explaining what's in it. Cover story, which is Panzer Dragon, Duke Nukem 3D, which is showcasing later on in the magazine, and Sonic R also. Um, and Croc. It's a cool game, Croc. I played through that back in the day, but only on PC. Um, yeah, and there's Panzu Dragon, which is pretty awesome artwork. This is the page that I dropped out mainly because it was just pretty boring. Yep, we've got Duke Nukem, as gory as it is, and of course some kart racing. So we've got World Soccer 1998, Quake, Formula Karts, Duke Nukem 3D, Last Proxim, Marvel Superheroes, which is pretty cool in here as well. Frankenstein, which is a game I'd never heard of. It's got some playing tips and yeah, so forth, and a bit about next month. So here we are with the main page in the magazine. Sonic Team, Awesome Burning Ranger. Um, yeah, we were set in 3D, so it was quite groundbreaking graphics for its time. And second part of the magazine, very heavily pixelated, but of course on an RCTV, which is how they would have been capturing things. It was pretty awesome for its time. Batman Returns. Bit of a pun because bat has in baseball. But, Pocket Fighter. Wipeout 2097. Can't say I've ever played it, but I do recognise the Wipeout graphics, of course, because big thing. Advertising some bubblegum. I thought it was a bit of a laugh. That was a full-page ad in the magazine. And things you should do now. Advertising Barclays. When's this? 28th of February 98. Here we go. More about Twix Challenge My Life. Gaming. Obviously, they're using one of the motorbike racing games. A bit about Mortal Kombat. HMV charts. Another ad. My boyfriend said girls know nothing about football. I said, keep it up. Keep up, Mars. Anyway. Virtual babes. Just what they would look like if they were real. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, all there. Virtual cop. Yeah, Pansy Dragon, some artwork for it. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'll do these full pages and zoom in for you. There you go. When I played it on an RC TV, and I did find it pretty heavily pixelated, but it had an awesome feel to the motion controls. So. I have noticed that a lot of the games that this publishers used in the magazine, you can see here they were Japanese games, so they must have been released in Japan or Japanese demos for them to play. So yeah, I'm presuming that's how they got their hands on it before it got published. Yeah, there's some idea of some games, what games would cost back in the day. Mortal Kombat 21.99, that's pounds. I don't know, I don't recognise a lot of them. Wipeout 34.99. Of course, the old Sega Saturn controller, analog controller, 22.99 for the dish one. Of course, they did steering wheels, guns, and so forth. Video CD for Sega Saturn. You know those games were shocking. Okay, Steve one. Sonic. This was an open page magazine, so this was left page, and here's the right page. You can read a bit more detail there. Did have some awesome graphics, but when I played it, I got a bit lost because of the 3D world. And I don't know if that was to its peril, the fact that it was Oh, a nice game to negotiate through. You can see they did split screens, what the split screen would look like. Sonic program speaks. Okay. Publishers. What's this game? No, it's just a promotion. Again, this is Sonic. Coming soon. World Soccer 98. Never been much into soccer games, mainly because I had bad experiences with them in the early days, so I just don't play them now. They just were not much fun. Turn-based wasn't very good. This is Quake. I can't say I've ever played on Sega Saturn, but I did play it on PC, and PC graphics were pretty good in the day, although very heavily pixelated. Golden Joystick Awards 96 to 97, sponsored by HMV. Best looking game, best review writer, best sound, blah blah, goes on and on. People could enter in their opinions, and that's what the outcome was founded on. Formula Carts. Looks like a pretty cool game. Their Daytona one was pretty cool, so I'd say to guess it's probably used the same engine and reskinned it. Just some letters written into the publisher and responses. Two issues free, get 12 for the price of 10. Ooh, subscribe. Here's your coupon voucher. Oh yeah, cool artwork here. Come get some. Here's the actual game. This is Duke Nukem 3D. I'll just zoom in for those that are Duke Nukem fans. I must admit I've enjoyed the games. I thought they were a lot of fun. They've always got the ghoulies in the background. And no one can beat Duke Nukem's voice, of course. Hack tips, cheats, codes. Console helpline. Yes, I hate to think what you're paying for that. More Duke Nukem. Episode 2, Lunar Apocalypse. Yeah, I remember parts of this game, playing through it one time. Self-promoting, good old Duke Nukem. Artwork's pretty messed up. Like he's got one eye, but was he supposed to have two? And he's a beast, but he's mechanical. Oh yeah, it's just a promo page. When I scanned it, it flipped it the other way. So hope you forgive me. Hang on, I should be able to turn it around. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty awesome artwork. Problem is it turned everything else around. So yeah, I'll turn it back. There we go. Pretty cool artwork. It's got some suggestions on how to play it there. The Last Bronx. This is the page that went a bit wonky when I scanned it, but that's alright. Nothing's missing. You can see it's picked it up again. I think a lot of this stuff was put in here as filler because, you know, you work out that pretty quick. Oh, here we go, Croc. Make it snappy. It was a cool game in the day. Had awesome graphics on PC. So there's a bit of gameplay of it. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Interview with the producers of it. Mega Man X. And again, as I said, I apologise, Rocket Man. It's of course a Japanese game that they've got a hold of to show people before it got released in England. Again, some awesome artwork. Duke Nukem 3D. Pretty heavily pixelated. Yep. Good old Duke Nukem. 97% overall. Graphics 97. Sound 93. Playability 97. Lastability 96. There's that last Bronx again. %. Someone's taken the mickey somewhere. 94. Graphics 91. Sound 92. Playability and 91 lastability. So probably because it's a Sega production, they probably rated it pretty well. Marvel Superheroes. Pretty cool graphics. Hulk's a bit bland. Can't say I've ever heard of this game, but yeah, Interplay. Don't know who that is. £39.99, so that would have been like 100 New Zealand dollars, or more like probably 60 US dollars. The pound was pretty strong back then. I think it's a click to motion game. So you're sort of clicking on what you're looking for, and it's got this horrible video stuff added into it. Sega tips. King of Fighters 95. Can't have ever heard of that game. Wipeout 2097. Not quite there yet. They're pretty cool, the Wipeout games. So yeah, a lot of fun. Blistering fast in some cases. Oh, here's a graphic map. And what point of the map has what graphics? Resident Evil Guide. Yeah, pretty famous artwork, that one. And pretty gory. Can't say we've played any of the Resident Evils. I've got them here, but just sort of horror genre never really impressed me too much. I think Fear's the only one I've played, and it had a jump scare in it, so yeah, and it caught me out. You can see they're promoting this splat effect quite heavily. Oh, coin-operated machines. That must have been what was in the parlours at the time. Marble superheroes versus Street Fighters. These were pretty awesome in the game parlours back in the day because they were amazing graphics, very fluid and smooth and bright colours. Must be the Marvel playlist. Yep, who doesn't remember those? They're pretty cool. And here we are, the Sega Saturn magazines that they had published at the time. Of course, that's a huge game, published twice there. That's this mag. No, it's not. This one's a Pansy Dragon. That one there. That's this one. Out now, Resident Evil, £44.99. Warcraft 2, Discworld. I presume these are PC games, probably. Could be wrong. Out now, here's a list of games that you can buy. Best Buys. So, Panzer Dragon 2, Was only £19.99, which would have been 16 New Zealand dollars and 45 US dollars back in the day. John Madden NFL 98. Again, you can see the Sega Saturn accessories there. Of course, a lot of them are pretty hard to come by now. So, price on the Saturn games. Sony PlayStation, £122. Nintendo 64, £134. And there we are, the back page. So that's about it. And the cover page, I just did it one more shot. So what I'll do quickly is just scroll from the top to the bottom, just so you can see the full pages. I won't get too carried away here. So the zoom in effect doesn't give you the sense of what the magazine was really presenting itself as. Okay, that's it. So yeah, hope you found it interesting. I don't have any more of these particular magazines. The only others I've got are a few unusual ones, but again, they're British publications, which is Sega um, XS games. They're pretty cool magazines because they're very heavily graphic. Um, and it's Game Gear Generation Master System and Mega CD. So I've got 3 of those publications, which I'm happy to go through at some stage, but we'll see how we go with this. There's a lot of time involved in making this particular video this way, rather than just flicking through a magazine. So this is about a 2-hour video by the time I make the PDF file and then scroll through it. Yeah, so please, if you like the video, please like, and please subscribe. Take care. Bye.